Hey everyone, this is Jennifer Gilmore and I'm an author and advocate for women in abusive relationships. And today, actually I'm filming this yesterday, but today is my birthday and I am 31. I don't know how I feel about that yet, but I thought I would talk a bit about what I've been up to for my birthday, and also a bit about how I feel. This is a part of my thoughts series. It's a bit like diary entries, vlogging, and I talk about what's on my mind, and sort of things about domestic abuse and what I've been through and experiences and how I feel about things in general. So, with it being my birthday, I absolutely used to love my birthday when I was younger. I used to have parties, have celebrations, get friends round. I'd make a big deal out of it, you know, it was exciting, and I used to have quite a crowd turn up, which was lovely. And when I was in that abusive relationship, my birthdays were, well, they flatlined, and I just didn't want to do anything either because I just knew it would bring issues and problems. So my birthdays became pretty much non-existent, and some special occasions, for example Mother's Day, I'd basically just have a normal day and I would buy myself a gift. I did get gifts sometimes, but I don't know, I clearly felt that there was something missing. Anyway, talking about birthdays, last year I didn't really do much. I didn't celebrate my 30th. I guess for me, I feel like I made a lot of mistakes in my 20s, and I can't really call them mistakes. I suppose it's just like the experience I went through. I didn't ask for what happened. And I feel like my 30s, like where I am right now, is what I'm going to be doing to basically repair the mistakes of my 20s, because it cost me a lot of money and I've literally had to rebuild my life in the last few years. So my 30s are about rebuilding my life, and so far it's going so well, but I didn't want to celebrate my 30th, and to be honest, I didn't really have the money at the time, and so I just kept it really on the down low, in the plans that for my 40th, which I know is quite far away, but I plan to do something big then. So I'm looking forward to that, but not for it to go too fast. Saying that, I have a really good best friend who I've known for, I think, about 13 years now. She's stuck with me through thick and thin. And basically, she bought tickets for the Harry Potter and the Cursed Child for my 30th. But I've literally this weekend just been on that trip to London and gone to the performance, because if you didn't know, Harry Potter tickets, basically you have to book like a year in advance. So we did it in two parts. We did part one on one evening and part two on the other evening. You can do it as a matinee and an evening, but I felt it might be a bit too much, and I wanted to spread out the celebration, so that's what I said to her when she bought the tickets. And so this weekend was awesome. I felt like I really celebrated my 30th this weekend, which was really nice, and I just had some time off. Fully unleashed my Harry Potter geekiness, and I really enjoyed it. So not only did we go and see The Cursed Child, but I also booked tickets to go on a Muggles tour in London, and that was so much fun. That was about a 2.5-hour walk, but we got to see all the different film locations and places or things that inspired J.K. Rowling with her work. And you know what? It was so much fun and great photo opportunities. The other thing we did was we went to Bourne Woods, because that was right near where her parents live, and I really wanted to go because some of the Harry Potter films were filmed in this particular woods. Not that we found the location of this, but we basically went and observed. So I really enjoyed that. It just felt like I had a Harry Potter weekend. And, you know, sometimes I get a bit embarrassed about really enjoying Harry Potter. And then sometimes I'm like, no, do you know what? I really do. This is my geekiness. This is my little world from what I do. But basically, for me, Harry Potter was there right from my childhood, from the age of 11. And I used it as escapism from realities of what were going on in my childhood. So that included stuff that was going on at school. I had a lot of bad bullying, and also, you know, my parents separating, and I felt quite lonely. And so Harry Potter basically took me to a different world. And that sounds really cheesy, and I suppose that's my soup. It's lunchtime. But basically, Harry Potter for me gave me escapism for my mind, and I could enjoy something different. And it was that excitement and build up to the next book, and then obviously to the next film. And Harry Potter was basically my childhood and my young adult life. And it also gave me escapism when I was in that abusive relationship. There was many times that I dreamed of being in the Harry Potter world myself, and it sounds really sad. It is really sad that I felt like that. I don't feel like that anymore. I enjoy my life. I'm really happy in my relationship with my husband, and I'm yet to get him on a YouTube video. But I just needed that escapism. So this weekend I really had that escapism moment again, and I really enjoyed it because it was with my best friend. She's been with me through thick and thin. We always dissect everything that we witness from Harry Potter. We have these awesome in-depth chats about it, and not only that, but general life and politics and all that kind of stuff that adults do. But we had good food. We just had so much fun. And I guess she may not know this, but I really appreciate what she did. And throughout the years that I've known her, I really appreciate that, you know, there were times where I wasn't very good at being a friend. I was probably really selfish because when I met her and those moments, I basically would tell her how shit life was, and she never had a chance to tell me how her life was getting on. And I have a really sort of sore memory of it, really. And I'm just glad now that, or I hope now that I basically share our friendship equally, and that, you know, she still got through that with me, and I really appreciate her as a friend because I did lose many relationships, many friendships because of that relationship. I don't think she actually understands how much she helped me and still does, and how much I value her. I will keep trying to tell her how much she means to me, and how much friendship, her friendship in particular, is really important to me. Friendships are very important, and especially at times where you can feel isolated and alone, and you're dependent on maybe a couple of people to sort of keep you going and keep you motivated, they become sort of more paramount. It's really difficult when you're a victim of an abusive relationship because all you're thinking about is how to get through the day. There's my soup. I'm going to try and cut this now. You have to try and make it through the day. You have to try and make it through the week. You have to try and make it through the month. And those people that are around you will, you know, you look forward to seeing them. Even if you're restricted in that, and whatever you do, you still sort of yearn for more of their time. It's really difficult as a friend. I've been on the other side where I've been a friend of somebody that's stuck in a relationship, and it is very difficult to get the message across, or to explain, or to get them to see what their actions are as well as the perpetrator, and to try and get them to notice the signs, or even the fact that they may notice the signs but they don't apply it to their lives. So for my birthday, I've had some escapism. I've had a really good time, but I've also sort of been reflecting again on my previous birthdays and how much I appreciate anybody who wishes me a happy birthday, either if it's just on Facebook and they get reminded. I'm gonna love you and leave you and hope that this makes sense. I guess I was just talking about what was on my mind and what is going on. Now, next week is the first Wednesday of April, which means that it is another episode of #Abuse Talk interviews, and I have got Sam Billingham from Soda that I interviewed in Liverpool a couple of weeks ago. It is live. It's at 7:30 p.m. GMT, and you can chat and watch at the same time. So make sure you put a reminder on and tune in on that day. Thank you again for listening to me, because together we are louder. Bye.